Big news coming up regarding a big-time Alabama target. This is Way Offsides. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever the case may be. If you're watching this after the live, for those of you in the chat already, go ahead and start spamming Way Offsides with 4As, all four of them. Put them in there for us. Welcome to Way Offsides Live. We got a lot to talk about. Gentlemen, typically I would ask how your week's going, but there's breaking news. So we're going to start there because that's what the people are here. Roll Tide, Keith. We got breaking news.
Roll Tide, Keith.
Breaking news.
Breaking news, gentlemen. Finally, I've been telling everybody, be patient. Everybody's like, hey man,
finally,
where's AK Deer coming? When's he committing? Guys, we got a date. August 20th, AK Deer will commit, and we all think it will be to the University of Alabama. Welcome in, Bill. It's good to see you.
Hey, good to be here.
Bill,
your audio is awful.
Where's your mic? Can you turn your mic down?
Roll
There
Tide.
we go. Roll Tide, Caleb.
All right, hey, Caleb, good to see you.
Yeah, Bill, we're gonna
Yes.
drop you while you get that fixed, buddy. Anywho's. Okay. AK Deer has finally set a commitment date for August 20th. This is one Alabama fans have been waiting on forever. It looks like it's happening. Is there any part of you that thinks he's committing anywhere other than Alabama? Chat, where's he going? Is he going to Bama, Ole Miss, Mississippi State? Let us know in the comments.
It's my birthday, so he's going to Bama.
Bama.
August 20th is my birthday, so for my birthday present, AK is going to Bama. He told me.
When he puts on the Bama hat, everybody can thank Jeff because of, birthday.
Like this guy.
So let's try to get Bill back in here, see if he got his audio fixed. Billiam, say something to me.
He's muted.
He's muted. You
Let me unmute you. Hold on, Bill. Don't do anything. Stop doing stuff, Bill. Oh, your mic's not connected, Bill. Okay, bye. Anyhow, moving forward. Sorry, Bill. We love you.
Oh,
He's getting there. Bill's getting
2
there.
weeks, Caleb.
2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Weeks. Actually, if you and George is watching college football, it's not even 2 weeks. I think on the 24th.
Oh, she said happy
Oh,
early
that's so
birthday.
sweet. Happy early birthday,
you,
Jeff.
Kayla.
We got to get Jeff a present. What do you want, Jeff?
I'd like AK Deer.
That's probably happening. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Thank you,
I'm
Keith.
at like 95% confidence that AK Deer is going to commit to Alabama. It's been a long time coming. I know earlier in the week, everybody kind of panicked when he posted the Dandy Dozen photo from Ole Miss.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah, and then he posted the Alabama one right afterwards. Classic
Yeah.
troll. Good stuff. AK
People
Deer.
losing their mind.
And he's going to look electric in crimson. I cannot wait. I can't wait. So
Yeah.
now that we got the breaking news out of the way, how is your week going, gentlemen?
With
Don't everybody speak at once.
horrible. I have to work for a living.
Me too. It's okay.
Yeah.
Well, Todd Jeremiah,
I get that. I get that.
how you doing? Jeff, what about you, man?
Well, as y'all know, we had a couple of deaths in the family on my wife's side. So that was a little bit of a having to deal with that. And then my wife's mom got sick and wound up in the hospital. So we've had 2 deaths and then my mother-in-law in the hospital. So it's been an emotional 7 to 10 days in my house. But, you know, we're handling it. We're getting through it and getting ready for kickoff. That's really,
Yeah. Sorry to hear it.
that's like the only thing. But yeah, but thank you. My father-in-law passed. He was a huge Alabama fan. He was a Bama grad. I think he graduated from there in 68 or 69 with an engineering degree. So my wife and my mother-in-law are big Auburn fans. So it was just kind of me and my father-in-law against the world on her side of the family because we were really the only 2 Bams. So
Against the world.
I got to carry the slack for us now.
He gets to watch DeBoer's inaugural season with the Bear, man. With the
He
Bear.
sure does.
Yeah.
He sure does.
All right, let's give Bill another shot. Bill, this is your last chance. We're warning you.
No pressure.
Bill, you're
Unmute yourself. Unmute
Yeah.
yourself.
Unmute.
Talk dirty.
Roll
to me.
Tide. How we doing?
There you go.
Hey,
There's
round of
Bill.
applause for Bill.
Hey.
Good job.
I'm,
Good job.
right.
Let's go, Bill. Good job.
I'm in the building.
He's in the building.
What's up, Case
He's in the
Spray?
building.
Get out of my comments.
Stepping all on Chris's toes over here.
Case
Anyway,
spray.
Bill, we're talking about AK Deer. Everybody loves to talk about recruiting this time of year. Jeff, you're just going to have to put on your big girl panties and deal with it. We got to talk recruiting for a second. We all believe
Yep.
AK Deer is next in line to commit to the University of Alabama. Once that happens, Bill, who do you think is next? Who's the next target?
I hope it's Justus Terry. I mean, Jeff wants
raised his hand
AK
like-
Deer for
Can I go?
Chris is committed, so we got Chris on the board.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'd like to see Terry, and then there was another kid, and I've been running crazy this week, so a name
Who knows?
escapes me. There was a linebacker that was, or DN, I can't remember.
no, it's linebacker. Todd Jackson.
Yeah,
Out of Florida. I think he's going to go to Florida, but we'll see. Bama's definitely making a
Well,
strong push for him.
and we
I don't
talked
know.
about
He's
this a couple
gonna-
of weeks. We talked about this a couple of weeks ago. How King Kalen does this year is going to start flipping people that verbally commit somewhere else. They're going to be like, you know what? That's the show I want to be on.
Yeah, that's why I keep telling everybody, like, calm down a little bit with the recruiting stuff.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to talk about, and that's all it is right now is talking points, because once the season starts and teams start winning and teams start losing, flips are happening. I
Yep.
mean, that's just the nature of it.
Well, and coaches start getting fired, staff start
Yeah.
overturning.
Yeah, really.
You know,
I mean,
all these Florida commits are going to have a different coach next year. They're going to have a different coach by the end of this year.
does anybody feel bad for Billy Napier? I kind of do, man. That schedule's
I kind of do. I
he doesn't
do.
stand a
But
chance.
you, when you sign up to be the Florida coach, that's what you're going to get.
Look, when I saw that schedule come out in January, I told y'all they should fire him now, pay his buyout, and thank him for his service.
Like,
Because
Like,
they
go ahead
they
and
are
start
so screwed.
with the inevitable because there's no way he's surviving that.
Yeah, Keith, I got my ham radio fired up. Yeah, my call signal is
Where's Zach?
elephant Alpha
No,
Tango.
Where's
1.
that? I'm gonna do something here. Southern Red. Member
Southern
comment
Red.
right there. Here's what we're about to do.
Yeah.
Southern Red, I'm about to hook you up with a responsibility.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you're going to be what we call a moderator. And that means you, ma'am.
I believe
Hell yeah.
she's declining it.
Huh? No,
I
she's not.
believe she's emphatically declining it.
That was way before I said this, sir. We have
Said no.
All caps. She was just like, no.
No.
They love you, Bill.
I love you. I love them.
Oh man, what's up, Kalen DeBoss? How you doing, brother?
Oh, that's great. Kalen the boss.
I hope life is
DeBoss.
treating you well. Roll Tide, Bill Robinson.
I
How
saw
are
a
you,
funny
sir?
spelling from a troll today of Kalen's name. It was like Kevin DeVorn or something like that.
Kevin DeVorn.
Kevin
Or
DeVorn.
something.
I like it.
Joey Freshwater.
My
Small-
cousin.
My hat,
Anyway,
my hat doesn't work worth a damn.
Uh-oh.
The
Uh-oh.
virtual background is killing me, Bill. You got to get rid of the virtual background or something.
we're gonna leave
Yeah,
him because
okay.
the more he comments, the more he helps out the algorithm. So
That's
you
it.
guys you guys just give him hell. Southern Red lead the charge.
Lead it.
Cotton, are you using a CB from Smokey and the Bandit right now? Because I can't understand a word.
Oh, it's not us.
It's you. It's definitely
You're
you.
in there, Billiam.
Yeah, record
If
one
it's too
night.
bad, just drop out, and we'll see you when you get back from AT.
This comment already wins the show.
I'm sorry.
I've been in the liquor since 12. Roll Tide.
Bang, baby.
Oh, baby.
The boss.
Roll Tide,
The boss.
Anitra.
Come in.
Anitra,
We'll put
one of
we'll post the
our
link
new-
later. Call in.
Roll Tide.
Hey, Anitra.
Yeah,
Roll Tide.
man. A lot of comment action going
Yeah.
on. I love it.
Yeah.
Guys. Interact with us. Ask us questions.
Please.
Before we get too far in the weeds here, I do want to do our member shout out for this week. And there you go. It's Southern Red.
Southern Red.
we appreciate
Red.
you and everything that you do. You are a superstar. And Way Offsides appreciates your support.
That's
And we
right.
also love that you're just collaborate and listen. We also love that you're going after the Auburn fan in the comments right now. You do your thing, girl. We got your back. I want to wait. I also have a donor shout out, but I want to wait until
All
he's in here because he's not here yet. And so we'll give him a shout out once he gets in because I actually know his brother, and I just think it'd be cool. It'd be cool. But you guys know the drill. As always, you got to do a couple favors for us. Chris, tell them what to do, sir.
We want you to get over to YouTube and like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you can keep up with us, know when we go live, know when we post a new video, a new short, post on our wall. And be sure to get over to X and retweet every single thing that we put up there, except for Bill.
Please.
Don't retweet anything Bill puts on.
Bill, how you doing over there, man? Are you okay?
I'm feeling
He
great.
He looks rough.
No, I'm heading home tomorrow.
I think that's a gang sign. Don't do that
You
again.
heading back to Hillwood tomorrow, Bill?
I'm heading back to the hood, man.
Oh, sweet.
Oh,
And then I'm going to
right-
pack and
right
go to
here.
then I'm going to the Redneck Riviera about 5:30.
Roll Tide,
All
Bama
right,
girl.
Bama girl. Happy to have you with
Bama
us.
This one right here. This one right here.
Well, back up. Thanks, Bama girl.
Stay out of my comments.
Now, from what I saw, that clip of Roll Tide Willie today where he tried to tackle the tree, where he threw the chair and
Shit.
knocked him into the tree and he lost his shoe. And
My mama
he was
mama
like,
says.
he looked
mama
like
said-
he looked like Clark Griswold in Christmas Vacation when he went in the tree and he was like, a lot of sap. And he sticks his thumb out the back of the tree.
Mama
Good
said
tree. A lot of sap.
the reason Roll Tide Willie's so angry and ornery is because he got all that beer and not enough mouths to drink it.
Straight up. Hey, we got a good question right here. Let's talk about this. This isn't in the show notes, but Caleb, it's a great point. You guys been seeing what Georgia Tech's doing?
Yes.
I did
Georgia
see that.
Tech is making some
Yes.
noise, the rambling wreck. Man, yeah, they flipped one from the Bulldogs. I don't know if you
Yes.
guys have noticed, but the I think that supremacy, that level of supremacy that Georgia enjoyed for a couple of years might be on the downtrend already, just because other
Well-
schools are out recruiting them, man.
Well, all the rich people in Buckhead can spend their money at Georgia Tech now.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wasn't Brent Key our tight ends coach
I want to address this really
2
quick.
years ago?
Yes. Is it just
I want to address it, but
we're little brother so much that you are in an Alabama show's comment section, starving, begging, crying for attention. Chris Williams. That's you. I mean, it doesn't get much more little better than that, man. Enjoy the 15 minutes of fame because that's all you're getting. But keep commenting because all you're doing is helping our algorithm out, brother.
That's it.
Learn how social media works, dingbat.
That's it. I got your little brother right here.
Chris Williams, we'll call him. We'll call him Chris
Williams. You got the little brother and the twins.
What?
Otherwise known as way offsides, Chris.
Yeah.
We
imagine calling somebody little brother and you're hanging on to a play that happened a decade ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the best thing they got.
We'll win a national championship and then we'll talk. Anyway.
Yeah, it's 11 years old.
Keith Block. Thank you, Keith. Keith, do you have an admin or moderator?
I don't think you do. I don't see any.
I need to give it. Yeah, Zach's our moderator.
Well, you need to get permission.
Where is Zach?
You not want it.
I'm just going to offer it to people.
You just offer to. If they take it, they take it.
I'm cool if the Bugs want to hang out and taunt us because they're going 7-5.
Yeah, well, I got them going 6-6, but yeah, that's fine.
I've got a bet. I've got a bet with another officer that it's a 7-5, and there is monetary shekels involved.
Man, I wish I could be that confident. I think
I'm going to make money
than that.
7-5.
I got them going 6-6, but we'll see.
Anyway, we'll discuss their schedule.
I would love nothing more than that, but
no more.
I don't know that they're going to be a 6-6 team. They got too much talent offensively.
But back to Brent Key. He was tight ends coach.
Is that what he was? Okay.
Before that, he was a defensive analyst under Kirby. So he learned Kirby and Nick's system, and he took it to Georgia Tech, and they won it. and Buckhead's writing money.
Yeah.
They're writing chicks.
Jeremy, you're right. Both of them are overrated.
I got no idea what you guys are talking about. I am eating these comments up. Everybody in this comment section just went at that dude so hard.
Good. A bug comes in here, he's gonna get it.
Did Bill just say if blood comes in here, he's gonna get it?
No, I said a bug.
Oh, a bug.
Fast young women. You freeze the script.
He's not wrong.
You're right. You have not.
Don't worry about it. I got it squared away. We got them. We got them put in timeout. No worries. Anyway, we're way off the show notes already. We just started.
Yeah, we've
never been on the show notes.
They got one highlight
like 3 weeks
in 12 years.
It's all comments.
All right, this could be a fun night. I was just talking about the Bugs. They got Chris.
Why?
Whoever the heck it was that ran that touchdown back, we forgot.
Bill's out. He's talking about the boogers. He's out.
Yeah, he gone.
I'm just kidding.
Just kidding, Bill. We're just kidding. Come back. Sorry, Bill.
What was Kalen DeBoss just saying?
Roll Tide. That's what he was saying.
Oh, he said Oregon, OSU, and Alabama are the 3 best teams this year. I think you got to put Georgia in there. I'm not sold on Oregon.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, there are show notes. I promise. We just
we've never once.
There are.
I don't remember a time we've ever gone by show notes. It's
we don't.
And it's comments till the end.
Notes.
And then we're out.
Look, Bill's got his.
You should know better than that.
If you say bug, does that not feel kind of racist a little bit to you guys? It does to me. I don't know why.
No, because Chiswick was on national TV picking his nose, so he earned it.
And hey, remember when Harbaugh was on national TV picking it and then went, he dipped it down in his mouth.
I don't think he's the only one that eats his boogers.
We had an assistant basketball coach did it one time. Alabama had a basketball assistant do it. His career's over.
Hey, if you guys like Alabama basketball, which I have a sneaky suspicion you do, we do talk about Alabama basketball. Probably not so much tonight, but there are some shows as the football season commences and progresses where basketball season's on the horizon. Bama's about to have a hell of a team this year, so we're going to talk a lot about Alabama basketball.
Get your popcorn ready for basketball season, baby. Nasty Nate gonna do it.
That comment's
Keith.
worth
I
gold.
love that comment. It's
Um,
like Keith's like, I'm going to donate money and just put Auburn sucks because they do.
We are
Bingo.
gonna talk basketball, but it's gonna be sporadically until mid-January. Then
Man,
mid-January
what
we pick it back up.
speaking of basketball, what about that cryptic picture that got posted the other day on X?
Yeah. What about it,
Yeah.
Chris?
I don't know.
Chris, you look happy.
He is happy.
Man, I'm a ghost. You don't see how faded I am?
Earlier he
Yeah,
was
you need to get
pink.
some sunlight.
I don't know I don't know. I pulled the roof off the place, but I mean,
Roll Tide, Jay.
Oh, roll tide, Jay. Thank you, Jay.
Favorite
You're
show.
our favorite listener.
favorite show.
We're going to make somebody jealous.
Yeah, don't say that.
Hey,
Hey,
if you're
we're doing such a good
if
job.
you're a
We
new
got Ohio
poster, tell
State
us
fans in
tell
here
us where you're
trolling, bro.
from too.
Look, that
I love it, man. We
It
got
ain't gonna be
Ohio
Ohio.
State fan in here
No,
trolling.
no Ohio.
Yeah.
Look,
Come
I'll
on
tell
in
you
here,
this
Ohio
much.
State.
I'll tell you this much.
2020.
Bama killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will say this. Because you're not a
Ooh.
Auburn or Tennessee fan, I will say Ohio State's going to have a hell of a team this year. Enjoy that safety. You
Yeah,
guys picked from
but
us.
I can.
But
No, he's now a running back and punt returner.
Well, let me
And
ask
safety.
you this. Let me ask you this: when Ryan Day doesn't make it to the finals, who's going to replace him?
Billy the
Who's gonna
Butcher, you mean?
replace him?
Jim Harbaugh. I'm just kidding. I don't know. It's a goat comment right here.
The Playboy Barneys.
Yeah, I've got another name.
I don't know
I've got
who,
another name for you, but I gotta leave it off.
Who would be Ryan Day's replacement? Like, who would be a hot name for that?
Billy
If
Napier.
Ryan Day
Don't know.
kids can. Thank you.
Me.
Give her a job. She's going to take over
Hey,
as
Kayla,
the head coach.
run for your life.
Wait, hold on. Is this the Terrell Owens?
T.O. from Alexander City.
Come on, man. Roll Tide,
Hall
Terrell.
of Famer. If this is Hall of Famer T.O., we need verification.
Wait. Jay, truth is truth. Coming to you from Haleyville, Alabama, home of Guthrie's Chicken Fingers.
There you go, Jay. Shout out to Haleyville. Nobody can get there from here.
That's about it.
Oh, one of our favorite usernames is back, Chris.
Wait, where's it? At?
Red.
Oh, there it is.
Pop them up there.
All right.
Roll Tide to I'm not saying
There he
that.
is. Hey, did y'all see that girl threw out the first pitch at a Mets game today?
I saw that.
No, I don't follow her.
Yeah, she's pretty.
No.
famous.
It was posted somewhere else. Society is officially dead. We do have notes. Can we get back to something on topic?
Get back. We get back to what?
What?
The
We
show's called Way Offsides, man. This is what we do.
I know, and I love it.
Bill is excited.
Uploads.
Bill is excited.
Note card.
Bill gets excited about two things: show notes and preseason.
And Bill
polls.
Curry. Oh, God.
Preseason
Oh,
polls.
Bill Curry.
Okay. Have you
Jeff
guys
and
been
I-
following? Have you guys?
So
been
when I get
following practice?
Yeah, a little bit. But when I get back home, Jeff and I are going to get together and celebrate all the preseason polls that came out.
Dude, my disdain for preseason anything, I must be in a very small minority because when that AP poll dropped, Twitter almost broke. And people were losing their minds. And I'm like, what? Why? But I mean, it was just like, it was at the top of everything. So these preseason lists and polls, people just hang on.
Oh wait, let me throw this.
Preseason, all that
Let me throw this comment up from Bama Killer. I don't think they really do.
A lot of teams cannot wait to get their hands on Alabama since Nick left.
Let me repeat everything I've heard everybody else who hates Alabama say.
A lot of teams cannot wait. They all told me. A lot of teams all reached out to me and said, I cannot wait.
Pull that shit down off the screen, man.
I can't
You know,
find
here's the deal.
freaking comment now.
They need to beat
There
Michigan
we
once
go.
every 4
They're
years.
coming so fast.
No.
You guys keep going. Make Chris's job hard. Speaking of that, I do have some things I want to talk about. You guys have been, we're all pretty active on social media, especially on Twitter, on X. there's been a lot of Bama hate in the media since Nick Saban left. And I want to talk about it a little bit. But I have some videos. We're going to start here. Let me find it. I got it. I promise. We're going to start with, what's his name? I thought I had it. Maybe I lied to you. I might have lied to you. Okay. Did you guys see the video from RJ?
RJ Young?
Yeah. Did you see that? Where's my
Yeah, the
video?
hell with RJ Young.
Where's my video? Oh, I know. I got this. Relax. Chill out. I know what I'm doing. Here we go. I'm going to pop it up on the screen. Give me like 2 seconds.
AP rankings. I got to tell you, I'm shocked at where Alabama is. I think they're overrated at number 5 because we're treating this Alabama team like it is still coached by Nick Saban, and it is not. Now, that is not to say that Kalen DeBoer is not one hell of a football coach. 104 wins and 116 times as a head coach, but I'm looking at the roster that they have, and it's Jalen Milroe and the Pips on the offense, and on the defense, it's Malachi Moore and the Pips. And we're talking about Kane Womack and Nick Sheridan going into their year ones as coordinators in what plans to be the deepest SEC that we've ever seen, and a team that is going to be up against it making the college football playoff against perhaps other one-loss teams like a Notre Dame.
Okay.
Did you just say Notre Dame?
Like a Notre Dame. Yes, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
There is no way that's his real voice.
I knew it. I knew that's
It
what you were
is.
going.
No way.
I knew that's
No
where
way.
you were going. Come on. Either way,
I mean,
He hosts a talk
I
show.
love you. You love me.
let's.
He was
Bill, what do you
sucking helium,
got? Sucking.
and his
I love that
opinions
you got
suck
it.
too.
Helium.
I love that you guys are raising your hands
Money.
like we're in kindergarten.
Yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Cotton.
Um,
That is the least original take I've ever heard since Heather Dinich.
That's a lazy take.
There is no original thinking in that. He is repeating what somebody like Stephen A. Smith said that morning.
Yes.
And there's no thought in that. He doesn't know what he's talking about. I don't know why he's popular. I don't know who he is, and I don't care because he don't know what he's talking about when it comes inside.
yeah.
Kayla,
No.
all right, we're going to make the playoffs. If we don't, which it's 50-50, what King Kalen is building, those LSU corn dogs are going to get shoved in their butt.
All right. Tell him what's up, Bill. Here's my
One way to
thing,
put
man.
him.
Can I
Here's
pet
my-
that dog?
Kalen,
Pet that dog.
Kalen DeBoer has won
I
everywhere.
want to
he's
pet your
gone.
dog.
That's
So-
true.
2 teams right now that are favored to make the playoffs, right? Oregon and Texas. Dan Lanning has beat Oregon, or excuse me, Kalen DeBoer has beat Dan Lanning 4 times. 4 times. He's
Texas
beat Steve
twice.
Sarkisian with way less talent than what he has at Alabama. Go look it up, guys. I told you this like a week and a half ago. Alabama's roster right now, today, even despite the portal, Nick Saban leaving, has more 4- and 5-star talent than any other roster in the country. You're telling me a dude that's won everywhere he's gone can't win at Alabama?
Yeah.
With a Nick
I've been-
Saban built roster.
I've been studying the roster, and
You're
Kalen
insecurity
ain't-
showing. That's what it is, man. You're insecurity showing.
He got
That's
a
what
little
that is.
Too
PT.
bad. That's too
what
bad.
that is.
you're on it, Cotton.
But he's not the only
You're
one,
on it.
man. It's been several of them. And it's just because – go ahead, Bill.
In addition to him having more talent and depth at Alabama than he did at Washington, he's got a better defensive coach than he had at Washington.
Absolutely. I've got one more I want to bring up
That's
really quick.
highly important.
Everybody overlooks. Jalen Milroe's not that good. It took the offensive coordinator last year a month to figure out how to use that guy because he can't throw. And it
That's
took him
not
a
a
month.
shot at Milroe.
And I'm not saying whether Alabama fans
Dipshit.
say, yeah, well, he was a bad offensive coordinator. No, he wasn't. It took him a month
Yes,
to figure
he
out
was.
how to game plan around a bad quarterback. And he
Nobody
did it.
cares what
He
Gary
did it.
Busey
He
says.
was able to lean on his strengths and everything, but it took him a
Kenny
month.
Lockett's
This
looking
new
good.
coach, I don't know. Are they going to try to shoehorn them into the Penix offense? Because if they try to
Yeah,
run the Penix
he
offense with this
broke
guy,
even.
it's going to fail spectacularly. He's not that good. The schedule is not easy. I think this is a
I like it.
9-3
I
or
like
8-4 team.
I like
He looks like the fake veteran that got his hands blown
He
off.
looks like a cross between John Daly, Ron White, and Gary Busey.
And just as drunk.
Not as cool as any of those people.
No, and horribly stupid. I mean,
listen to what he said. He said it took Tommy Rees a month to figure out how to use Jalen Milroe, who's been there 3 years. But it took Tommy Rees a month to figure out that he could run fast.
Well, he left.
But that's Milroe's fault.
That last year was Milroe's first year actually starting.
Yeah.
And then Nick Saban himself, after retiring, made the comment, "Hey, I didn't have enough time to put my hands on the offense like I needed to." Meaning, Tommy Rees was straight trash. Tommy Rees was straight trash, and he couldn't intervene. Here's what I submit to evidence that Tommy Rees was a terrible coordinator. He wanted Tyler Buckner to start.
Thank you. That's what I was just about to say. He believed Buckner could play. Any idiot that believed he could play is done. I'm done with him.
Dude played lacrosse and is now a walk-on wide receiver at Notre Dame. Get out of here, man. All it is sensational garbage. Listen, guys. Listen, there's 120 of you watching on YouTube. Don't share the crap on social media. Don't respond to it. Don't click on it. Just like these trolls are trying to do.
And don't get the hook.
Funny because they're trying to get somebody riled up. All they're doing is helping our exposure. Every time they comment, we get that little bit of bump in the algorithm. You're doing the same thing to these guys when you comment, retweet, share. Just don't do it. Because that's what they want you to do. That's why they're saying the ridiculous stuff that they're saying. They'll change their tunes in December.
Clickbait.
That's what it is.
That's the pure definition of clickbait.
Well, come on, Terrell.
We on it, Terrell. Don't you worry. Don't you worry. Chris, did you change our things?
I didn't touch anything.
I did.
Something. Oh,
sorry, I did. It was.
I was like, why is the comment?
Yeah, I'm just touching things.
No.
Hey, it's been a long week, but hey.
I just got told I got to get rid of the Bama killer guy. So deuces. Enjoy your 15 minutes.
I've already handled it.
Oh, did
enjoy
you?
Enjoy your.
Thank you, sir. Hats off to you.
He's getting us clicks, and so thank you for the clicks.
Thanks for the clicks, bro.
Yeah, appreciate it, man. You guys helped our comment section blow up. Now you guys stay just as active, okay? Stay just as active. Memberships. We have some outstanding, amazing members in the chat. Bama Girl. Who else is in there? Southern Red. All sorts of folks. Guys, memberships. Here's what they look like. Here's what they are. Chris, do you mind going over memberships really quick, buddy?
Yeah, I can. We got two options. You got underclassmen, upperclassmen. Underclassmen, you get all the fun things like badges, emojis, member-only live chats, access to giveaways, and member-only shorts. If you decide to step up to the upperclassmen, you get all of those fun things and member shout-outs, member-only live streams. You get to see us during our game watch parties, and you get early access to merchandise. Don't know who all has saw it, but don't know if he's got them. Look at that. I don't know if anybody saw it, but we just released some limited edition Halloween shirts. They're on sale now until the week before Halloween, and once they're gone, they're gone. That's it. Over with. So get over there and get you one. Get one for the babies. If you got, we don't offer puppy clothes, but we do. Yes, we do.
You can get a
do we really?
You can get a bandana for your dog.
Really?
I'm gonna get a couple.
Those aren't our only designs. We have a whole series.
No, Bill, don't get one for your humping dog.
We have a whole series called Waiting on the Tide to Roll, and it's just the elephant doing stuff that we'd all do on a normal day. It's perfect to wear in between games during the week. Wednesday when we're all fiending for some college football. We are feisty tonight.
Feisty.
Yeah, feisty. Yeah. But you can find our store. You can go to our YouTube channel. It's there. I'll post it in the description of this video when we're done here. Buy everything. Or don't. We don't really care. Just we hope you like something. There's more stuff coming out.
You can't use that line. That's
I can't.
That's Nunley's line.
Oh, sorry, Nunley. I'll pay you $50. I apologize.
We need to get Nunley on here.
Bingo. Yes.
There you
Jeremy
go.
Nunley, the
Bingo.
old defensive lineman from
Thank
the
you, Bruce.
Shout-
mid
shout-
90s, late
thank you.
90s.
No, the Nunley that's famous on TikTok in the Air Force that doesn't have to shave.
I do, while we're kind of in this administrative period, we are going to talk like deep into sports here in a second, I promise. I do want to give a shout out. He's not on tonight, but Randall Green. Randall is one of our Way Offsides donors. Randall's always using super chats, donating. So if you would like to do that instead of a membership, hell, you can do both. Feel free to do that. It helps us bring more content. You guys can probably tell. The Southern Red gifting memberships to folks.
There you go.
Ooh,
You
Go Red.
can probably tell, like, we've been pumping out a lot of content, doing at least trying to do a video a day, lots of shorts. It's a lot of work, and we all work full-time jobs. Some of us work 2 jobs. So those things definitely help. Plus, you get access to these, which
All
I
right,
think
let
is
me
hilarious.
let me answer this
I
question.
don't think you can, Keith.
Keith, if you're
No.
on the iPad, let me explain how to do it. You got an iPad, you need to go to the App Store and download the Google web browser and sign on to YouTube. And when you get signed on in the Google web browser, there's an option somewhere you can use the desktop version. Once you open the desktop version, then there's an option to subscribe or buy a membership. There's some beef between Google and Apple, and they're beefing right now. So
Members, there is member only content up already. There's a couple of shorts, and then if you'll go to the community tab under YouTube, you'll also see that we have a members only Telegram where you have
Hey, Jay.
24/7 access to us. We'll use that to chat back and forth during the week. If there's stuff that you want to ask on the show, but maybe you don't want to pop on, you can send us that. If there's show topics and things like that, that's good.
Geek Squad.
That's going to be a graphic. I might make a shirt.
there you go.
We'll send you one. But yeah, so make sure once you're done here, go over to that community tab. You'll find the Telegram post. It explains how to get it. You'll see there's already a couple people in there. You can communicate with us. via Telegram.
I don't know. Somebody asked today because they couldn't post it, wouldn't allow them, and you need to work on that.
I'm working on it, man. I'm trying. I don't know.
Late Night Shot Group.
Telegram all
I
the
don't, I don't either.
Also, Chris, you should tell them about Pick'ems, man. We're coming up.
Yeah, I forgot
We're the
about that.
Best Buy of YouTube.
How could you forget about that? Must have been in the show notes.
I'm not looking at notes. We do over on the ESPN Fantasy app. We do have a college pick'em group. It's limited to us 4 plus 50 players. 5-0. The highest ranking member. What do they get, Michael?
They win $100 Fanatics gift card.
Yes.
They can use to buy all the Bama stuff they want.
Get all
And
the good stuff and
This just in, they also went a snuggle with Chris.
no.
They win they get a spoon with Chris for a half hour before a game. That's the
Everybody just canceled their memberships.
Yep, they just said, I'm out.
if you get the higher tier member, you get to choose whether you want to be big spoon or little spoon.
We'll build bunk beds.
There's so many room for activities.
So much room for activities.
But
Not a member, how they can participate and what they can do, please.
and if you're not a member, the highest ranking non-member will receive a swag pack. You will get stickers, some autographs from us because we're kind of famous.
We got you, MJ.
We got you. But if you want to join, head over to download the ESPN Fantasy app. Go into College Pick'ems, look up groups, and look us up. Way Offsides, Way with 4 A's, and the password is all lowercase. It is Shut Up Bill.
No spaces.
No spaces. There's 9 or 10 in there right now, but I would love to see it fill up. So let's see who knows their football this season.
So yeah, we talked about Justus Terry a little bit.
C-Dub.
There's not
Great
a lot
picture,
to talk
man.
about.
Great
C-Dub.
picture.
Where you from, buddy?
Look at all them.
Great
from?
picture.
Look, Bill's trying to
Family.
get personal. Where you from?
We need to shout out to
What's your address right now?
We need to
Right
shout out to
now.
the towns like. And now a listener from Topeka.
There's not a lot to talk about in terms of
Be
Justus
like-
Terry, except with
Talk-
him, moving his commitment date back to the early signing period. That bodes really well for Alabama. I think
Yep.
it means he's seriously considering those two schools. I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up at the Bama-Georgia game on September 28th. I think Bama's got a legitimate shot at him. Right now, just like everybody else, I'm leaning Georgia, but that's mainly because everybody else is saying Georgia. But we'll see, man. That last visit in Tuscaloosa was a pretty big deal. I know
Absolutely.
Chris likes to talk about Mama Terry. She had a blast.
Mama.
And if you can recruit the parents, man, that typically bodes really, really
Well,
well.
Recruit
you
your
know,
mama.
it's
That's
it. It's just like the Bear said a long time ago. Why'd you go to Alabama? He said, "Mama called."
Yeah.
So once
If
you
you
say
get the
that,
mama-
that's it.
Ain't
AK
nothing
Deere
like a
will
winner.
AK Deere will be announcing his commitment on August 20th. Obviously, we all are pretty confident that's going to be Alabama. Now, the flip side of that coin is, does Alabama lose Anthony Turbo Rogers? What do you guys think in the chat?
I know what I think. I think Turbo's going to be gone.
Agreed.
Fine, that's
If
all.
AK commits, I think that's.
Yeah,
I think Turbo's
Definitely.
going
Now, does he go to Auburn or
Yeah.
Ohio State?
If he's smart, he's going to
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Well, he'll have to fight Caleb Downs for running back
20
reps.
years ago, offering swag packs on the internet. Yeah, I could imagine it, but it's it's different time now.
They are
But we
different
didn't call it the internet 20 years ago. We called it like the space
The
force.
web.
Yeah.
Well, when
I
Al Gore,
remember, man, I remember.
invented it.
I
What
remember
did he
it.
call it?
20 years ago, we had AOL.
Remember when they would send you discs in the mail with like
Yeah.
1,500 free hours of internet? You just get stacks of these CDs in the mail, almost
Yeah.
like Columbia House.
Yeah, I still owe them money.
Oh gosh.
So
They were
let
finding
me
me,
ask
lock
you
me
guys
up.
this. I know we were all on AOL at one point. What was your what
What the hell are we talking about?
what was your AOL name, Jeff? Come
I still
on.
use mine.
Oh,
I'm not
God.
going
What was it, Jeff? Something,
Damn, Moon.
we all had some screwed up names.
Hang on.
Good point there, Tim.
It was Dozier.
Like from the
I agree,
cartoon
Jay.
movie?
Yeah, Jay, I think he's going to
Yeah.
Is that somebody with an anime profile picture trying to talk smack? Is that what's
Yep,
happening?
we're gonna get blowed out by
Yep.
Western Kentucky.
Wait,
You got
you're
that right.
talking about Bama
We're gonna
getting
get
blown out?
smoked.
Or
yeah.
who they
I
play?
feel like
Hold on.
is Braden upstairs playing on the internet?
That might be Braden.
Yes.
Emma K don't know nothing.
Don't go too hard. They may be saying who Bama plays is going to get blown out. Relax, Emma.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Anyway, you guys been watching
What up, baby?
a lot of the videos and footage, the interviews and stuff coming out of fall, out of practice. Just doing that, I'm feeling a lot better about this defense.
Heck
Coach
yeah.
Womack has been very vocal about a lot of these guys and how they're stepping in and learning the system. The system's been simplified so that they can play a little bit faster. And a lot of the guys are picking it up. He said that the one problem that they've had is that they had a practice where everybody was tackling just okay. But in terms, the pass rush is there, the coverage in the secondary is there. I can't remember who it was, but I was watching, I think Bama Standard, shout out Bama Standard. And who did they have on? It's former linebacker. I can't remember who it was, but they were saying like just being there and watching practice, they felt like this could be a top 5 SEC defense, if not a top 5 defense in the country. I want to get your thoughts on that. Is that
Wow.
Maybe it got a little bit too much Bammer in them, or what?
Well, considering we've not played a snap, it's hard to throw a top 5 ranking on them.
Classic Jeff answer.
Well, but I'm saying
Just
like
entertain the idea, man.
you can say, all right. See, but the transfers coming, we don't really know how good they are. So on paper, like on paper they're a deep team, but like we don't know how good they are. We don't. These guys transferred all in. They look good in practice doing the drills.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I can't watch a drill and go, that's top 5 defense right there in the country.
No.
Like you can't do that. That's
But what
and then
that
when they
guy-
finish outside the top 10, you're like, well, God, man, it's a letdown. Not really.
Well, yeah, I think you're to your point. You have to be careful with expectations, especially on a young
Yes.
defense like this. But I've
That's
been
my
telling
main
people,
point.
I think if you give them a couple of weeks to kind of get their feet wet per se, and then to get used to working together, because you've got a bunch of freshmen,
Bingo.
you've got Malachi Moore, you've got 3 transfers, Damani Jackson, Keon
A lot of new
Sutton, who's the other
pieces.
guy from Wake
Yeah.
Forest. So those guys,
Jones.
let them kind of start working together. And,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, they could be a top 5 defense in the country.
Yes.
But here's the thing:
And
they
the-
don't have to be. They don't have to be. If they're a top 20 defense and that offense does what we think they're going to do, they're going to be more than good enough to compete for a national championship.
Bingo.
And the time to have new pieces
Bingo.
on the field is when you've got
Yes.
a new system to implement. And so we're implementing a new system. So it's everybody's. Freddie Roach can't coach. Go away.
No,
No, he's
Bill,
got
don't worry
he's
about
laughing. Bill, calm
Yeah,
down.
Finish
Bill.
your thought.
Okay.
Finish your thought, Bill. Don't get sidetracked.
Yeah.
Ignore
Don't worry
the
about
comments if you
I'm
get
not-
sidetracked.
So no, it's a new system with new players. So it's the perfect marriage of those two things.
Yeah.
I know what the former player was, and I can't remember who it was either. But what he was commenting on was the intensity. and the
Sean Dion
focus.
Hamilton?
I think it was.
I think it was Sean Dion
SDH?
Hamilton. Yeah.
Or was it
Gumptown representing SDH.
yeah,
Gump. Certified Gump.
I think it might have been Sean Dion, and there was was it Christian
Miller.
Miller?
Ooh, I think that's who it was.
I think it was Christian Miller.
Now, everything we've heard coming out of the camp is how the players love playing in this defense.
Yes, they
Freedom
do.
it allows.
because it's simplified and they can go
space.
faster. Somebody was
Yeah.
just talking about that in the comments. I did see this, Howard. We'll get to that. Kirby, there have been years where Kirby's made comments like this, and a lot of people think he's just, talking down, kind of feeding
Yes.
his team motivation. But
That's
there
what
are
he's
also
doing.
years. Well, there's also years where Kirby said stuff like this, and he's just being honest. So we'll see. I don't think Georgia's going to be as good offensively as everybody's making them. I think defensively they're going to be one of the best teams in the country. Offensively, I think they're going to struggle a little bit. They lost a lot of weapons. Lank, C-Dub.
See it up,
Lank.
Lank.
But yeah, man.
A lot of people are just overhyping the Georgia offense because they got Carson Beck, and they're making him be the second coming of Trevor Lawrence. He did okay last year, but he didn't carry the team, and so I'm not on the Carson Beck train.
Lawrence.
Exactly, I didn't like him either, but I'm not on the Carson Beck train, and Georgia's defense is going to be solid. Kirby's doing the talk that he always does. It's like Vince Dooley 50 years ago when they would go play Eastern Kentucky School for the Deaf, and he go, "They got to find long snapper." He's going to down talk his team.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Hey Jay, thank you. And but we're going to see. Georgia's going to be good. I don't think their offense is where it's. I don't think their offense is where it's going to be. Love you, Bama girl.
Bill, you want to take
Yeah.
a shot at this question? I actually think it's a good question. I think you're a good person to answer it. Do you want to take? But you have to be gentle and you can't be mean. Okay, let's give it a shot. You want to try it? Here you go. Crickets, Bill. Crickets.
Bo Davis is my favorite defensive line coach of all time.
All right, Bo Davis had intensity. He got sloppy with off-field stuff. Freddie's not as sloppy. Freddie's growing into that intensity.
Okay.
But I think it's just the off-field difference is the issue.
And
And now the rules are different.
I think look at the defensive line we had when Bo Davis was the coach.
Amazing.
I mean, some of the best we've ever had. I love Freddie, but I don't think he's a great defensive line coach. We've been woefully weak at defensive line
Well,
the
look
last
at
couple of years.
look at who his coordinators have been.
Yeah.
And now he's
right.
he's had like 5 coordinators in 4 years. So that's not been helpful.
I want to talk about Tim's comment because I did have some thoughts here. Yes, as the game evolves, Kirby's going to struggle more and more defensively. His teams will struggle more and more defensively because he takes that pro style approach. But in terms of Carson Beck, a lot of people are really high on Carson Beck. I challenge you guys to go back and watch highlights of Georgia games from last year. If Carson Beck was under any kind of pressure, he was wildly inaccurate. And I called it I started noticing it about 3
SEC
or 4
championship game.
And that's why they lost the SEC championship game. Because Bama was able to generate a little bit of pressure. They recognized it, and they did it, and it worked. I'm telling you, if that does not get fixed, their offense is not going to be that good because he doesn't have Brock Bowers. He doesn't have Lad McConkey. It's going to be a lot different.
And who was
the
the
top 10 receivers of the last
pressure?
10 years? Lad McConkey made that list. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
No problem, Terrell. Yeah, I did.
No, I disagree.
I pulled it.
All right, Terrell.
I about wrecked my car when I saw that.
So bad.
So who was the D-line coach that got after Georgia in the SEC championship last year? Freddie Roach. So he's growing into it.
Mm-hmm.
And heck yeah, we love Bo.
All right, hey guys, what's up, Link? Nice to see you. Roll Tide. We got to do some schedule breakdowns. We've been doing these for a few weeks. We've got 3 more tonight, guys. Spam in the chat what you think we're going to do. Mississippi State tonight, Kentucky, and Texas A&M. Make sure you spam in the chat. Let us know who you think finishes where. We engage with us. Tell us if we're stupid, if we're picking wrong. Good night, Howard. We love you, buddy.
Love you, Howard. Good night.
All right. Who you guys want to start with?
You pick it.
You do. You the producer.
Who's the most competitive team out of the 3? Kentucky or Texas A&M?
Probably A&M.
Dude, A&M.
All right, we'll start with Mississippi State. All right, Chris, lead us through the list, buddy.
Eastern Kentucky, I'm going to say they win that one.
W.
Yes.
Yeah. Arizona State, are they traveling to Arizona State? I'm going to say that's going to be an L.
Ooh,
They're going to take an L.
I disagree. Arizona State's got a new coach.
Agree with me?
Yeah, and so
they're going to beat Arizona State.
Well, who else has a new coach this season, Bill?
Mississippi State.
Okay, then.
But they're an SEC team versus a Pac-2 team.
I don't care.
Give me SEC.
1-1.
Yeah, I'm saying 1-1. I don't see them going out west and winning.
Chris is the maestro here, so what he says final will go. Let's just do it that way, make it easy. That way we're not spending an hour doing this. All right, there we go. So Chris, you got him at 1-1.
They got him at 1-1.
You feel like he's wrong. Tell him he's wrong, but
yeah, tell me I'm wrong, Bill.
Chris.
Say
You're
it,
wrong.
Bill.
You're wrong.
You're wrong. I agree with Bill. I think they beat Arizona.
I think they're 1-1. We'll see. We'll see.
Who won the pick'ems last year?
It wasn't Bill.
It was me.
It don't matter. You got lucky like 3 weeks.
So Toledo, they're going to be what, 1-2, or excuse me, 2-1.
2-1.
All right,
2-1. Florida is going to smoke them.
Yes.
Really?
So 2-2.
3-1.
Texas is going to smoke them.
Yes.
Probably. Yes.
So 2-3.
Okay.
3-3.
Georgia's going to whip that tail.
Where are you getting 3-3 from, Bill?
I mean, after Georgia, they're 3-3.
Yeah, he's
okay.
Because we know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay. Eric's got
then they play A&M at home.
That's an L.
One. They lose to A&M at home.
You think?
Why does everybody think A&M is going to be good? I don't understand.
Well, why does everybody think Mississippi State's going to be good?
Well, it's not really good.
It's my count's mediocre right now.
Okay, I got them losing to A&M.
So do
Is that
I.
what we're still talking about?
I think they're gonna. You got them losing to A&M or beating them?
Losing.
I think they're losing to A&M.
Okay. So where they at?
I don't know. 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
Not
3 and
looking
4.
good.
And then they play Arkansas. I think they lose to Arkansas.
No, I'm gonna win that one and lose Texas A&M. So I still got 3 and 4, or 4 and 4, whatever it is. 4 and 4. I'm at 4 and 4.
Three and you mean 3 and 5?
3 and
4.
9.
I'll say they're gonna be 3 and 5. They're gonna beat UMass.
Yes.
They're gonna lose to Tennessee. They're gonna lose to
Yes.
Missouri. They're gonna lose to Ole Miss. I say they go. I think they go 3 and 9.
No.
That's just me.
I don't know about all that, buddy.
Man,
I got them 5 and 7.
I got them 5 and 7. Yeah.
I don't. No. No, they're
Who's the coach at Mississippi State this year?
Jeff
exactly.
Levy.
There you go.
Offensive
he used to coach
guy
Auburn
Nick Saban
basketball?
tried to hire. That was Lebo, the coach. At
Oh, my
Auburn.
bad.
All right, let's move on to Kentucky. The Wildcats of Kentucky, a surging football program, a potential new dynasty of college. I'm just kidding. Kentucky.
No.
All right.
Dynasty.
You like that? All right, guys. What do you think about Kentucky, chat? Tell them. I got Kentucky going like 6 and 6 or something like that.
That's exactly what I picked them, 6 and 6.
Yeah, because they're going to beat They're going to beat Southern Miss. They're going to beat South Carolina. Lose to Georgia.
Beat Ohio.
Beat Ohio.
They're gonna beat
They're going to be
Ohio.
3 and 1 going into Ole Miss, I think.
Yeah,
And then they lose. So 3 and 2.
Then they're 3 and 2.
They'll lose at Ole Miss, beat Vanderbilt.
4 and 2 at Vandy.
4 and 2.
They
Beat
beat
They're
Florida.
going to lose the
5 and
Florida
2.
game. No, they're losing the Florida game. They're 4 and 3.
Well,
You're
the
wrong.
thing is
You're wrong, Bill. There.
I
It's
think
at-
Florida.
it's in the swamp.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's not the swamp from 10 years ago.
no,
And
it's
it's
not.
also in October, man. It cools off down
Yeah.
here.
Billy Napier is trying to save his
You're
job.
definitely losing the Auburn game.
I'm gonna say
Napier will be
this.
fired by then.
I'm gonna say this.
That's a good question.
I think Kentucky
I'm gonna come
beats
back to
Auburn.
that.
No chance.
I think they do. I think they pull one
Not in
out.
Jordan Hare. Not in Jordan Hare, I don't think so.
Too bad they're playing in Kentucky.
Oh, that is in Kentucky.
Yeah.
My bad.
That's
Okay,
right.
I'm with you now.
I got them
All right, I
losing.
was
to
thinking that
Tennessee,
game was in
losing to
Auburn.
Texas, and losing.
They're going to lose to Tennessee. They're going to beat Murray State. They're going to lose to Texas, and they'll beat Louisville this year.
Yeah. So 7 and 5.
They could
So
beat
look-
Auburn this year, yes.
Look, somebody
I'm with you
agreed
there.
with me.
They did. Hey, before we move on to the last one, I want to answer John's question here because it's actually very interesting when you think about
It is.
who wins the state of who's the best team in the state of Florida. It's going to be FSU.
Yeah.
But I don't think FSU is as good as advertised. Florida's going to be better than everybody's giving them credit for, but Florida has a impossible schedule. Miami is Miami. They're one of those teams that everybody talks about in the preseason and gets excited about, and then they just flop. But UCF is not going to be bad, dude. Yeah, I mean, they're not.
Is that what's his name still coaching there? Is what's his name still coaching there?
That's not wrong.
Gus
Ma-
Poo?
Crystal,
Yeah, the
Gus is
Gus.
it, and then Mario's in. So Miami hadn't been
Yeah.
relevant since 01.
Crystal Ball, the worst
Florida-
offensive line coach that Alabama's had in 20 years. That
Florida
Mario Cristobal?
Florida legitimately plays Miami, UCF, and Florida State.
I'm telling you,
They're
if
not-
Florida
they're not
moves
winning all
that way
three.
to their starting quarterback, they're going to make a little bit of noise. I mean, they're still
Yeah.
going to go like 6 and 6, but they're going to make a little bit of noise. And
Yeah.
so, but all right, let's move on to Texas A&M, our
TAMU.
favorite cult of all time. I apologize, gentlemen. This is a little difficult to read. I will help you out, Bill, because I know you're old and your eyes don't work.
Bifocus.
We got 'em-
I'm
We
good.
got them starting off with Notre Dame, a very intriguing matchup on August 31st. I've got them beating the Fighting Irish of Notre Dame.
Praise
Where's
God.
that game?
Say praise God. I can't read
Is that-
it. It's probably neutral field. It's going to be like one of those kickoffs.
It's at ...
Is it Atlanta? Maybe.
I'll tell you. No, it's not in Atlanta.
Maybe
It's usually 8 home, 4 roads. That's usually how it's been the last few
Yeah,
years.
but they play a neutral game with Arkansas.
All right, so I got them beating Notre Dame. What about Florida, guys? I got them beating Florida.
They'll beat Florida.
Chris?
Yeah. You really think they're going to beat Florida?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
They're going to beat Arkansas. They're going to beat Mississippi State.
Wait, so we got them.
What? Hold on. How I can't tell what a home game and the away game
The
is.
the Arkansas game is listed as a home game for A&M. I don't know where it's played.
Right,
but A&M is considered the home
it-
team.
Where
Arkansas
did you get
game-
this schedule from?
Google.
I'm sorry, the Notre Dame game.
They're playing home against Arkansas, at Florida, home against Arkansas, at Mississippi State, at South Carolina.
They're playing
At
at
Auburn.
Florida.
Yes.
Yes,
I think Florida.
I'll give it to the
Florida
game.
beats-
who's going to win that?
Florida
gets
beats
to
them. Did
yes.
we say they beat Notre Dame?
Yes. I
Yes.
do.
Okay.
I don't know about y'all.
So they're 1-1. They're going to beat Arkansas. They're 2-1. They're going to beat Mississippi State 3-1. Where do they play South Carolina?
South Carolina is on the
No,
road.
that's at South Carolina.
This is one of those games that they're
That's a
supposed to
trap.
win, but I think they're going to lose it
Really?
just because Beamer ball.
Shut up, dude.
and he's
I'm
fighting to
just
save
telling
his
you,
job.
I think they're going to lose it. I really do. It's a trap
Eric,
game.
I'm with you. They're 7-5.
And then,
They're seven-
and then
they're 7-5.
Auburn's going to beat them. They're going to beat McNeese State. They're going to beat Bowling Green. Missouri's going to beat them.
They're gonna
LSU
lose to
beats
Texas.
They win New Mexico State and they lose to Texas.
And that Texas, that's at Cal Field, the Texas game. But they're going to lose because Texas is a better team.
So what was that, Chris?
7-5.
7-5?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah. Have you speaking of playoffs? Have you seen some of the sims they've done on NCAA 25 and like there's 9 and 4 teams making it in the
Yeah.
playoff?
I
Like
wanna hear
8 and
the games.
5 ranked third and an undefeated
Yeah.
team, not unranked or something like that.
Hey,
And
Pat,
it's like,
stuff,
what?
that
Yeah.
game's broke as hell right now. I don't want to hear
And
it.
Notre Dame, of course,
Oh, yeah.
is always picked in there.
I
Hey,
think
you guys know
they
what
rushed.
time-
I think they rushed it out.
What time is it, Michael?
It's time for a little bit of trivia.
Oh no, not trivia.
What's good? Ask questions. You guys spam the chat with answers. Nobody wins anything except our respect. Okay. Let's see
That's
how
it.
much football knowledge you actually have.
Yeah, we don't have any tickets or tokens or stuffed animals. It's just for funsies.
So whenever you are ready, the
Just
floor
for
is yours.
funsies. All right. Everyone knows. Oh, wrong one.
Oh, golly.
Wrong one.
Sorry,
No,
everybody.
that's
Sorry.
no. Everyone knows.
It's like, stop
You
pushing
had
my
a
button.
close-up of cotton in your face.
That's it. Everyone knows that we're known as the Crimson Tide.
Roll it.
But before taking on that moniker, what was the Alabama football team known as? Does anyone in the chat know without going to Google?
Let's give them 30 seconds?
Yeah.
They're all going to
Yeah,
Google.
yeah, give
Every
them
one of them
30
going to Google.
they're all 30 seconds.
Have some
30
integrity.
seconds. Hey, oh,
Bill's the
let's-
only one that was alive during that time for Alabama,
He
so
was.
he
Like,
probably
I know
knows.
the answer. Hell,
Yeah.
I named it.
He was there. And what should we call him?
We got answers.
Oh, yeah,
No.
we got an answer, but
No, it was not red elephants.
That's not.
Nope.
That's not
Nope.
right.
Ooh.
The elephants came after Crimson Tide.
someone, I believe in the, if you want to call it media back then, did call them the Red Elephants,
But it was after they got the name Crimson Tide.
that's right. That's right. That's
Uh,
right. So, well, I mean, you know,
I
it's,
don't know this.
Bill knows it.
Crimson
tell
and
the
white.
people.
They called them Crimson, White, and the Thin Red Line.
That's right. And they got the name Crimson Tide from the first ever Iron Bowl. It was played in the gloppy soup mud in Birmingham. in red
I
mud,
remember this.
and the reporter that wrote it up said the Alabama defense rose up like a crimson tide to beat the Bugs from Auburn.
That's right.
Crimson and white.
That's
You're
right.
correct.
And we should change the story for the history books and tell them it was from all the blood on the field.
Like Tim Tebow at Florida State
Yeah,
with
that
the
one
paint.
picture of Tim Tebow
Yeah.
with the paint, and everybody thinks it's blood.
Yeah, that's it.
All right.
All right.
Kurt Schilling, bloody stockings.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Number 2.
All right. Number two. What is the Crimson Tide's win percentage in Bryant-Denny Stadium?
In 100 years?
No. What is their
Like all-time?
all-time win percentage in Bryant-Denny Stadium?
You guys can Google this one. It's okay.
I actually know that.
In Bryant-Denny, not
You know
not
it.
in
You don't know the
Tuscaloosa.
win percentage off the top of your head. Get the hell out of here.
Not in Tuscaloosa, but in Bryant-Denny Stadium.
Thank you, Keith.
He's got a pretty mouth too, Keith.
Oh my gosh. don't
Bill,
know. I can guess.
Bill been over there Googling.
87%.
No, I haven't. Hands are free. The answer is a lot.
A lot.
Definitely not 100%.
It ain't
Not
100 because I've seen some
It should
losses.
be.
I've seen some losses.
Hey, at
Shula
least
had quite a
they're-
few of them.
Oh, you're not
You
dumb.
know.
It's an impossible question.
Chris Camp's actually pretty close. It's close to 78%.
honestly, K Spray's got the closest so far.
78% is
Yeah.
my
I was
guess.
going to say 78 or 79.
It's not far from that.
No,
Give it
not
to
far at all. It's 827.
Not bad.
827.
That took a
80
significant
80%.
spike when Nick Saban was hired.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Well, and
It's probably
and
around
there
the
were-
sixes.
And then there was a long period of time when they played 3 home games in Birmingham and 3 home games in Tuscaloosa.
That's right.
And then that stopped around actually in 2000. 'Cause I was at the last Iron Bowl in
They didn't stop
Legion.
playing games at Legion Field in 2000, did they? They
No, they
played games
played
there more.
they played 2 or 3 more because of the contract. And,
Yeah,
but the
well, because
last-
Saban
the
got
last
hired
Iron
and
Bowl-
said, "Yeah, we're not playing over there anymore." And they,
yeah, the
he said, "I don't care. We have a contract. He said, I don't care. I'm just telling you right
Yeah,
now,
well-
we're not playing over there anymore."
last
And they
Iron
built
Bowl
two
was
decks onto the
in '98,
Bryant Denny, and that was it.
and Sean Alexander ran through Auburn like crap through a goose. But
First
then
Alabama
they
game I
played-
ever went to was in that stadium.
That's a good point.
It is. It is.
Damn right.
It is.
All
All
right.
right. We got one more. We got one more. Bill. Look, Bill's excited.
I love trivia.
Bryant
Bill,
has not
don't do that. That's me. Don't do that.
been- It hasn't always been Bryant-Denny Stadium. At one time, it was George Hutchison Denny Stadium. What year did they rename it to Bryant-Denny Stadium?
It's like 80.
81.
What?
I'm gonna say 84.
What?
It was Bear was alive. It was 81.
What? Come on,
Okay,
guys.
so he was alive. Okay.
That's it, chat. Oh,
Come on. Oh. We're getting better numbers.
I think Keith is right. I think actually
Keith is not right. There you go, right there.
wow, Chris.
Oh, earlier than I
19
thought.
Yes,
Well done, sir.
1975.
Which
Chris
is
Camp,
my
you are a
age.
scholar and a gentleman.
Wow.
That's it.
I would have gotten that wrong because he still won a
Well-
couple rings after that.
Yeah, 2 more championships to come.
Yep.
So I never would have guessed they would have named the field after him that soon.
It was really good. You guys want to do a few minutes of Q&A with everybody?
We can.
Let's do it.
Why not?
All right, guys, here's how this is going to work. This is completely off script. It's your show now. You ask us whatever you want to. We will be discretionary about which comments we put on the screen. But ask us questions.
Since
Tell us what you
when?
like. This ain't after dark.
Suddenly there are rules now.
Like, yeah, well, we're going to have some. We're monetized. So, tell us what you like, what you don't like.
That's
Ask us
it.
He
questions.
said, "We're monetized."
Let's try to stump Bill with Bama history questions. We should do that. You guys come up
Yeah.
with yes.
All right.
Do it.
Before we get to that, start sending your questions now, please. I have an idea because
Go
you
ahead,
know
Bill.
ESPN and the networks want to have 800 bowl games. Why not have the two worst teams face each other in an end of year bowl game before the championship game and have it called the toilet bowl?
Toilet ball.
Well, nobody would watch that.
No,
Since
no,
they're in
they
the
would.
business
Might
to make money.
we actually would watch it, and it would help recruiting for those two bad teams. So you get UConn and
wouldn't.
Vanderbilt. I bet you would.
You're not watching two
guarantee
winless teams play in a bowl game. Sorry.
No, you would because you're starving for TV.
Why? There's
John,
87
I'm
bowl
not-
games. Why would I be watching
not-
a winless team? Two winless teams.
John, I'm not older than soil, but I was there when it was discovered.
He was with the guy when he
Vanderbilt.
discovered it, though.
Oh, he's just trying to get attention. Oh yeah, Hugh Freeze. Don't worry about that.
Vanderbilt.
You know, we talked
What?
about this in the video. The most interesting thing about Hugh Freeze in his comments, and then when he tried to clarify them again, it was he talked about himself, not about his team, not about
Nope.
what his team had accomplished. He talked about himself. And
Yep.
that tells you all you need to know about freaking Hugh.
That was the
Freeze.
biggest loser statement I've ever heard in my life.
Also,
I
I'll
should have
say
been
it.
should
four
I
or
should have
five
Nick
times.
Saban 4
I'll
times.
say it.
You should have lost
hired
a few other times too, though.
he hired minor girls to close some deals at Big Cat Weekend.
Yeah.
I said it out loud.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Oh, all right. Questions, comments. Let's go.
What's the Q&A?
put Ricky Smiley in there. I'll watch that.
Funny man and Steve
Ricky
Brown be
Smiley.
the
You need
announcer.
Ricky Smiley and Kevin Hart. I'll watch that.
No, I'd watch
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I would listen to that. Yeah.
All right. A fun game to watch would be Iowa and Miami. Come on, guys. Ask us some questions. Stop being shy.
They don't want to ask us anything.
Bro, they're all just
Hey,
ragging on-
why don't? I mean, you could
Yeah,
you
they're
could
not-
all. Hey,
I did not come over on the Mayflower, but I was birthed after the trip.
you could always drop that link.
My dad came over the Mayflower.
I could do that. Hey, is there anybody interested in
Link.
coming on and asking a question? Let me get some thumbs up or just a yes in the comment section if you'd be willing to come on and ask us a question. You know, you don't have to turn your camera on. I just want to make sure somebody's down before I share the link. So, ooh, good question. Bill, get him. Drop knowledge on him.
In 2011, I believe he was at Indiana.
Ooh.
I'm pretty sure. No, I carried the bullets during the colonial era.
Ooh, how many Alabama players will be drafted in the first round after this season? I'm going to go with 3 or 4.
4.
Bama's
I'm
actually
going with
not-
4.
Bama's actually not losing a lot to the draft this year, but I think the
no.
talent that they lose is going to go high. And yes, I think when it's all said and done, Jalen Milroe will go late in the first round of the draft.
I think
Anthony Richardson
Jay-
can, so can Jalen Milroe.
Jalen, Hugh Robb, and probably a defensive back and a receiver.
I did not know this. He coached at Jack State
Where's Jack State?
Forgot that.
in Jacksonville.
Jacksonville
man.
State? Is that
Yeah,
the
who's
same
down
as
to maybe
Jacksonville State?
represent
Look,
252?
I just ate dinner in the shadow of Jack State's campus. I am.
What about
8
Jack
miles from
State?
there.
Where's Jack State at?
It's in
Oh.
Calhoun County, Jacksonville State.
They don't know how to
I
say
don't know.
state.
You know, speaking of Jacksonville State,
He was
people
talking about
always-
Jacksonville State. We're not talking about Jack State. We're talking about Jack State.
I know.
Well, if you eat at
Quiet,
Cooter
Bill.
Browns, you will be satiated.
Wait. What is this? What's Southern say? I've got a comment.
Uh-oh.
Well, bring it, Southern.
Bring it.
Yeah, don't be
There's
shy.
the link.
Come on.
Somebody
There's
hop
the
in.
link right there.
This is a good question. Will Justus take
Yes.
over as running back? Well,
Yeah,
think
I do think so.
If you would have asked me this question 2 weeks ago,
I
I
love
would have said
Jam.
no. But with the talk and the
I think
heat
yes.
coming out of there, I think yes. I think he
Yeah.
does. He may already be number one.
I
I
love
think
Jam
Jam's
Miller.
got a specific skill set to fit right into this offense, but I think Justus is going to be the RB1.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've
Jam
been
reminds
thinking
me a
that-
lot of
yeah.
Josh Jacobs.
Yeah.
Yes, he
A
does,
lot.
but bigger,
Yeah.
longer.
You know, speaking of Jack
Easy,
State,
Bill.
you know, people have called us the Rick and Bubba of college football.
At least twice.
Bill Bubba Bussey has just took a position with Jacksonville State. He's going to be the something like the assistant athletic director of media or something. I think they made a position for him.
Yeah.
So,
good question here. Since Damani Jackson,
Go back to the Dave Womack because that's
if he
Kane's
has
dad.
a good, okay,
Defense all right, had it. Yes. All right. So Kane learned from Dave. We covered this a few weeks ago. Like 3 or 4 of the assistant coaches have been under Dave Womack at some point in their life. Dave Womack is an integral part to this team.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to go to Case Spray's question. Damani Jackson didn't play much at USC. He'll stay for or he'll leave if he has a good season. I don't think he's going to be a first rounder. If he is, he's gone, and that's okay.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a first round grade, he'll probably come back for another year. I don't know, man. There's part of me that
he has a
thinks
good
he'll stay.
year. I think he's.
Yeah, that could just be
he's
wishful
going.
thinking because I don't want to lose him and Malachi in the same year. But that the cookie crumbles that way. It crumbles that way. You just gotta pick it up. Put it in some
Damani,
but Mbakwe will be right there for that CB1 slot.
there is good press
good.
coming out of camp about Damani. 2 1,000-yard wide receivers. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
Hey,
With
ride
this
outs,
new
man.
offense- yeah, man. Yeah, this is ride outs 2.0. It's the early foundational stage of right. I got wide-eyed when I said that because I'm excited. It's the early foundational stage of ride outs 2.0. And let people talk, man. They don't think Alabama's got receivers. I got, Kobe Prentice, Caleb Odom. Everybody's forgetting about Emmanuel Henderson, Kendrick Law, Ryan Williams.
Emmanuel Henderson is making some moves, fellas.
It's gonna be nasty.
And we will both running backs are going to combine with rushing and receiving in that 1,000-yard.
We've got a good question here from Bama. I think it's Chiani. I apologize if I slaughtered your name. Who had a better record at home, Bear Bryant or Nick Saban?
Nick.
Bill?
It's
Yeah,
Nick.
pretty sure.
Nick had fewer years. Bear had
Nick,
25 years. So it's based on average. Nick had a better average. I think he only lost like 8 games at home in 17 years.
yeah.
He had way better teams too. Man,
Yeah, he did.
Everybody's
juggernaut.
Everybody's
squads.
just scared to join. Is that what's going on? We don't
Maybe,
lie.
everybody is probably in their. They might be in their pajamas.
Now, Red had a question. Where is it?
Leave your cameras off, and you can just do
Yeah.
the voice and talk to us. You don't have
That's
to.
it. I mean, we're all sitting here in our underwear.
We are semi-professional. Come on, join us.
I'm gonna say I'm
Semi-pros.
I think we're going to see 2 get a lot of reps, but I think we'll see 3 or 4
Yeah, you'll
utilized.
see 3.
Yeah, I
You'll
think,
see 3, but 2 are going to be the main.
Yeah, Dupree and Oots will be the
Yeah, absolutely.
2 premier guys. Yeah,
But then, all right,
Yeah,
if
if you would have tuned into the Couchcasters earlier, we spoke on this.
Bingo. And the guy said in that about the guy
tune
from
in.
Washington.
all the
You
shows.
you didn't
Go
tune in.
sub the Couchcasters.
You didn't tune in.
But the guy that talked to us there mentioned the Washington transfer tight end was somebody to keep an eye on.
Yep.
Yeah.
And don't lose sight of Caleb Odom, who was recruited as a tight end. They've moved him to wide receiver. That's pushing that group to more excellence. So we're good.
What?
I never heard that statement.
I've
never heard that.
I have heard it, and I do agree with it. I don't think that Bear Bryant would have been as successful as a Nick Saban in today's era, modern era of football.
I agree with that.
However, in his 25 years, he adjusted to the way just like Nick adjusted in his 17. He adjusted. It was just ground and pound back then because people forget in the 60s and early 70s, Bear Bryant was running a pro-style offense.
Where you at, Jay? What part of the country you in tonight? But and back when Bear Bryant was doing it, how many scholarships they give out, Bill?
Unlimited.
Exactly. How many players dressed on the sidelines back then?
unlimited.
Exactly.
I mean, Bear would sign guys, scholarship guys, just to keep them going somewhere else.
Yeah,
No intention
that's
of playing them.
To this question, J. Cole, thanks for joining us. I think the defense is going to look good. I think it's going to take a couple. We talked about this earlier. We've had a couple videos talking about this. It's going to take a couple of weeks for them to kind of get that continuity that you expect from a top 10 defense, but I think they'll get there, especially in the second half of the season.
Yeah.
Game to watch on the defense is going to be the Wisconsin game. That's where the defense will get tested first the most, and then they have a bye week going into Georgia. But Wisconsin is the first test for the defense.
No, yeah, Jimmy, you don't have too much Bama in you. I think Bama's offense will finish in the top 5 nationally. I think defensively, top 20 is, and like I said earlier in the show, that's good enough. That is more than good enough with that
Completely
offense.
agree.
So I wouldn't be
Completely
surprised
agree.
if the defense finished in the top 10, but
Jimmy's 100%.
like top 20. So Chris, yeah.
Chris,
If that's the
read
case,
them
we're in the
rails.
playoffs and we're making a run at a ring. If we're top 3 in offense and top 15 on defense, we're making a run
Absolutely.
at a ring.
Yeah. And winning,
Yeah.
that's an 11-1 season.
This is a really good question. The first name that comes to mind for me is Quay Russaw.
Yes.
That's the name that comes directly to my mind.
Gumptown,
Anybody else want to throw some names out there?
Parker Brailsford,
He's not a senior, is he?
sophomore.
He's a redshirt sophomore.
Okay, I'm sorry, man. I don't have it in front of me. Who else? Give me somebody. This is a tough question. Graham,
I
Michaels.
would do this though.
Emmanuel
Point.
Henderson is going to do good. I think
Chris,
Emmanuel
what did you just
Henderson, he may not get a lot of picks, a lot of touches, but when he gets on the field, he's going to make an impact.
Got you. Jeff, you want to bring that up?
Oh yeah.
Or are we going to use that?
No, you were saying that you didn't know what year he was, and I was saying, hey, well, I got the board that has all their year, what years they are. Yeah.
We all
James
do.
Smith, I think, is going to make some noise too. LT Overton.
Overton?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Darn right. Overton.
I agree. Thank you, Eric. That's a good one. Keon Sabb. Keon Keeley's another good one.
Dude,
James
Keon
Smith.
Keeley looks like a boss.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he does.
I think
He
James
was
Smith,
jacked.
also from Montgomery, he and Quay Russaw in the same class. They both dissed Auburn to go to Alabama, and then they stayed with King Kalen coming in. I think James Smith and Quay Russaw on that front 7 are going to be impressive.
Yeah. I didn't want to say Milrow because it's too obvious of an answer. I was trying to think outside of the box. But yes, Milrow's a junior.
Yeah. But he might as well be a PhD.
I think he's going to win a Heisman Trophy. That's just me.
He's going to be up there.
He's going to be in New York.
Ooh,
I
what
don't know
about
if he's going
28?
to win it, but
I think they win this game by 17,
Ooh.
somewhere in there.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Not
we'll
like
win by
28.
28.
Yeah,
That's-
it's on the road. It's going to be their first real road test, and then it's someplace
Yeah.
that they don't travel. Wisconsin's not going to be a scrub this year. They're not going to be great, but
I would
think
say
it's
it's
11-8 kickoff. So
I would say it's more like a 14-point game,
see
15-point
that.
game, 35-20, something like that.
Let's revisit this question the
In the
week of that
month.
game, and let's see
Yes.
if we agree with him or if we are still thinking that number's high.
Yeah, John, come back to us in 3-4 weeks.
Yeah, I
Please,
might
I just
please.
right now I think that's hard to go in there and win by 4 touchdowns with a first year offense. Now, if this was
Yeah, and-
Tua,
and
running the lane or Sark offense going in there, I'd probably be a little more inclined to.
he's a redshirt junior, Jay.
that's right.
So
I would
if
say
he balls out, this will be his last year.
Yeah.
Luke Fickell at Wisconsin is not going to be an easy win.
I like Luke Fickell. I liked him when he was back at Cincinnati. He's not a terrible
Darn right.
coach.
That's the next coach at Ohio State.
That's the
That-
interim
he-
Ohio State coach, right? When they Tressel left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fickell's going to be the next coach at Ohio State. So secondary, a little bit, but not anything to worry about. Everything that Coach Womack said, and keep in mind this could be coach speak, and it's practice. It's not like these are live game scenarios. But there were some shows that we watch because we've been on their shows, they've been on ours. One of those is Bama Standard. They had a couple of former Alabama players on, and they were privy to the practices. And they were pretty much saying, like, after seeing what they saw, the way these guys are taking care of their bodies, their intensity, the way they're approaching practice, they feel like Bama's going to have a top 5 defense nationally, and that includes that secondary and the corner position. There's going to be some growing pains. You're talking about freshmen, man. Yep. But the schedule sets up nicely for them to get in there, trial by fire, to kind of galvanize. That's why that Wisconsin game is actually it's placed very, very, very well. So, I think they're going to.
Don't forget, this new system is all right. Nick Saban's defensive system for the back half of the field and on defense, it's PhD level. This is equally effective, but not as complicated. So our young guys are going to, like you were just saying, Cotton, our young guys are going to speed up in their progression a lot faster than it did Nick's system. And I'm not worried about the secondary like I was.
No, I'm not.
I'm really feeling good about it. The plums are juicy.
Yeah, and guys, we're posting videos every day, and I talked about the cornerbacks and the safeties yesterday. And so, make sure you're watching those. You get a lot of information, kind of my thoughts. It's not necessarily everybody's thoughts because I'm doing a lot of those individually, but comment, interact with those too, please.
Yep.
Okay. Guys, I don't know about y'all, but I'm kind of ready to wrap it up, and I gotta go to bed. I'm tired.
I love being with you guys. I love being with the folks, but I've had a couple of weeks that are rough.
That's fine. Chris, will you tell everybody you love them and where they can find us? You want to tell them about memberships one more time?
Yeah, we can. Throw the graphic up.
You said member.
Member. My member. My member rings. Anyway. If you want to become a member, we have underclassmen and upperclassmen. Underclassmen, you get loyalty badges, exclusive emojis, member-only live chats, early access to new vids, monthly giveaways, and member-only shorts. Now, if you want to step up to the upperclassmen, you get all of those fun things. Plus, you get member shout-outs, member-only live streams. You get access to our game watch parties and early merchandise access. And while I mentioned merchandise, don't forget we've got the new limited edition Halloween shirts and merchandise in the store now. I like it. I think it's cute myself.
I'm gonna put a link to the store in the chat.
Do it. Go ahead. And if you want to find us,
the Grim Reaper Big Owl is, that's slaying me right there.
That's it. It is. But if you want to find us, we're all over on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it. Way Offsides Chris, Way Offsides Cotton, Way Offsides Bill, Way Offsides Jeff. It's Way with 4 A's, not 3, not 4. Oh, it is 4, not 3, not 5, but with 4. 4, just like Alabama. Alabama's got 4 A's. We got 4 A's. We're on the TikTok. We're on the Instagram. We're on the Facebook. If you want to email us, you can email us at wayoffsides@gmail.com.
That's right. Also, one more time, big shout out to our Way Offsides Insider, Southern Red, and then our donor of the week, Randall Green.
Randall.
Thank you, Southern Randall. Thank you, Randall.
If you're a member, be sure to go over to the community tab, check out the information for, Telegraph or Telegram. What is it? Whatever. One of those things where you can talk to us directly.
Telekinesis.
That's it. Telekinesis. Telegram app. We have a channel set up that for members, you'll have access to that as well. But as always, you guys know the drill.
Hold on. Wait a second. Did you see this comment?
No, that's my legs, honey. My legs are wore out. My back is worn out from carrying this show.
Look, if you give me a good enough comment, I'll make a graphic. That one's getting
C-Dub in the comment. We are on Thursday nights, 8 o'clock Central Time.
Thank you, Jay.
Yeah, every other week, we also have a show on Wednesday night called After Dark. It's a later show. It's just unhinged. It's
a lot worse than this was.
Yeah, it's a lot worse than this. We just talk about whatever. It's a good time.
Far less
unhinged.
Yeah, we post every day, shorts every day. Like Chris said, find us everywhere on social media. Follow us, man. We promise you won't be disappointed. Guys, AK Deer is on the way in a few days, and so is college football. I'm stoked. I hope you are. As always, you guys know the drill. Wash your hands. Am I allowed to do it?
Do it.
Thank you. Wash your hands, read your Bible, say your prayers. Horns down.
F them trees.
beat Auburn and
F you,
LSU
Phillies.
and Tennessee too. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Rolleth. Good show, guys.